Seven things to do if you're suddenly rich. So you've struck proverbial gold, and your bank account is, or is about to be, filled to the brim. Congratulations! It's a wonderful rush of excitement to have more wealth than you've ever thought possible. Whether you've come into a significant inheritance, made it big time with stock investments, or have simply worked extremely hard for your earnings, take some time to celebrate. Not many people get to experience this kind of feeling in their life. But when the confetti has settled and the butterflies in your stomach have quieted, what do you do next? Consider this a guide to get you started on your new journey through a wealthy life. Number 1, keep it under wraps. This step is especially critical if you have come into sudden fortune. Your instinct may be to shout it from the rooftops, tell all your friends and loved ones. Show that annoying hotshot at work who's really the boss now. Don't fall into that trap. Privacy is your top priority right now. You can tell your closest circle, those who are immediately affected by this new development, but you'll tell other people when the time is right, and not a moment sooner than that. It's an unfortunate fact that new wealth attracts friends you didn't even know you had. Long-lost high school pals, estranged relatives, and distant acquaintances may pop up on your doorstep if you make your new financial status public information. This is a common experience for lottery winners and professional athletes in particular. So much so that their financial advisors typically put them on a salary and instruct their clients to direct all requests for money to them. Doing this puts distance between the friend or family member and the wealthy individual. It may be the best option for you as well, especially so you don't have to be the bad guy, denying requests from your third cousin twice removed, Susan from Omaha. Just tell Cousin Sue that your financial advisor manages your portfolio for you. It's also prudent to bear in mind that your newfound wealth may expose you to threats or frivolous lawsuits if the information is made public. Keeping this information under wraps will help you ensure your safety and the safety of your loved ones. Number 2, assemble a professional financial team. This whole thing is probably brand new to you. It's most likely uncharted territory. That's okay. Some professionals have years of experience in this territory, and they can help you navigate as well. These professionals can help you sort through the myriad of financial, legal, and tax issues that may come your way. So who should you recruit for your financial team? At the very least, you'll need the services of a financial advisor, a CPA, and an estate attorney. In the case of a huge windfall or lottery earnings, also consider a publicist to help manage the initial media surge. If your sudden wealth is due to a lawsuit of some kind, be sure to consult your lawyer before hiring a publicist independently. It's also recommended that you consider hiring a money psychologist to keep your wits about you as you navigate the shock and flurry of emotions you will experience. It's completely natural to experience feelings of paranoia or fear after suddenly becoming rich, so a psychologist will help you manage these emotions as well. Where do you find these people? The Yellow Pages? Absolutely not. There are verified guides that help you find the professionals you want to have on your team. Your state's Board of Accountancy can provide plenty of information on good accountants that have a similar experience with the level of wealth you need to manage. The Securities and Exchange Commission and the Financial Industry Regulator Authority, FINRA, can also provide information regarding disciplinary action on financial and investment professionals. Check this information against the official websites of the professionals you want to hire. If you have an accountant already, be honest and ask them for referrals. They will completely understand if your portfolio has drastically changed. Once you've gathered some referrals and have vetted their online presence, don't be afraid to interview them. Be sure to ask about their experience, training, how they would work with you, and how they would charge. Here's a hint. Don't work with anyone who charges commissions, receives referral fees, or sells their own financial products. Look for professionals who charge by the hour. They tend to be the ones with your best interest in mind. Number 3, pay your debts. Your financial team will most likely recommend this as your first major expense anyway. Before you can fully enjoy your wealth, use it to eliminate any debt you have. Debt is the primary factor holding back most people from living their life to the fullest. So make sure you remove that obstacle once and for all. Even if you're still assembling your financial team, start paying off debt as soon as you can. Once that money hits your account, debt is fair game. Your team will not fault you for eliminating that expense on your own. It may be tempting to fall into the mental trap of money is no object. Who cares if I accrue more debt? I'll just pay it off later. That way of thinking is completely backward. You have just been given the greatest gift of a debt-free lifestyle. Do not flush it down the drain for fleeting joy of large purchases. Exercise every bit of willpower that you can and keep those credit cards far away from your wallet. Pay off your debt and use your wealth to keep yourself out of debt. Your team, your family, and your future self will thank you for it. Number 4, determine your end of the day number. The end of the day number can sometimes come as a harsh surprise. Chances are, not every single cent of your windfall is actually going to make it to your account. Why? Because of taxes. You never want a surprise to deal with when it comes to taxes, so you need to try and plan for them based on your specific circumstance. If you have entered into wealth via the inheritance route, you won't have to pay taxes on it. However, if you have won a lawsuit or settlement, only a small portion of that may be tax-free, and you'll have to pay taxes on the rest of the amount. This is where you fall back on your financial team of pros. Sit down with your CPA to determine precisely how much tax you owe on your new riches. Once you've figured out the total, take that exact amount of money and put it into a separate account from the rest. Then, don't touch it. When your tax season rolls around, you won't have to worry about figuring out your taxes. You'll have it all set aside, ready to go. Besides taxes, what other significant expenses do you need to handle? Remember the debt that we're talking about? How much did that deduct from your total? If you haven't paid them all off yet, how much is left? Gather these numbers, then plug everything into the end of day number formula, coined by Pacifica Wealth. Sudden wealth plus previous savings, minus taxes due and total debt, equal end of the day number. Your end of the day number is a critical one. This is the final total of your sudden wealth and tells you exactly how much money you have to live on, invest, and spend. Until you and your financial team have determined this number, don't spend a dime more than you have to. Number 5, come up with a life plan. A daunting task, isn't it? Plan out the rest of your life? This idea has been somewhat sensationalized by financial institutions, offering long-term portfolio management and financial planning. They show you images of a happy couple strolling down a white sandy beach, sipping a cocktail at 3 p.m., and swinging lazily in a hammock. Sure, it's a pretty good dream to have, but a lot of these institutions are offering standard, run-of-the-mill solutions that might not align with your circumstances. This is not to say that standardization is inherently wrong. There are years of research, trial and error, and lessons of time that tell these organizations how to invest your money successfully. They can develop low-cost yet high-efficient profiles, while also considering risk tolerance for you. But your needs are unique and they come first. Again, your team of hand-picked financial pros is going to help you determine the best course of action for you. You will discuss the standard of living you'd like to uphold, what kind of income you'd like to maintain, and what level of income is most realistic. Discuss your retirement goals, your travel and vacation desires, and any charities you'd like to impact. Work with your team to develop a life plan rather than going out and spending your cash willy-nilly. Number 6, invest in your best asset, yourself. With great money comes great responsibility. That's why you need to invest in your own financial education. Sure, you have a team of professionals helping you along the way, but that doesn't give you a free pass. The money is in your name, and at the end of the day, a call back to number 4, it is your responsibility. So invest in yourself by investing in your financial literacy. Consider taking a formal business or personal finance class at your local university or community college. If that idea sounds absolutely terrible and you would rather poke out your own eyes, then there are plenty of self-learning paths. Thanks to the internet, there are countless courses, seminars, and conferences you can attend virtually. There are also several books that you can check out to begin the process. An excellent place to start is Money, Master the Game by Tony Robbins. While this book focuses on growing your own wealth, it's still valuable information to know. Just because you have a hefty bank account now doesn't mean you can just sit back and cruise for the rest of your life. Use that wealth to your best advantage. We've come to our 7th thing to do if you're suddenly rich. But before we go there, consider subscribing, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. And if you like this content, hit that like button and comment below. What's our 7th thing to do if you're suddenly rich? Understand your impact. Because you now have a lot of wealth, you now hold a lot of power. Please, don't let it go to your head. A lot of people may look up to you because of it. Many folks tend to look up to the rich people in their lives in an attempt to emulate their work ethic or behaviors. Your words and actions can have a dramatic impact on the people you care about, even more so than before. Finally, you will have the ability to give back in a big way. Whether driven by personal reasons or business decisions, you can give back to charities and make an exponential impact on the community around you. And that sounds like a worthy investment to me. Thanks for watching Cerebral Life, the channel where you learn more and improve your life. See you next time.